Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today is going to be a pretty interesting video, I guess. It's going to be a long video. It's going to take me a long time to probably make this, but I just figured since I have recently got a bunch of custom orders, I guess you could call it, for baby blankets, funny enough, from friends and family, that I would make a video kind of showing you my whole process of going through planning, getting the materials, and making the orders. And I'm going to try to like package them cute too, I think. So at least some of them, we'll see. So basically I have a couple, I guess one family member and then a couple friends. The family member is more of like a favor. They're paying me for the materials, but like that's it. And then the other two are like paying me for materials plus time kind of thing. So I have the opportunity to make a little bit of money off of this. So that is always helpful, especially because sometimes with like friends and family, it's hard because a lot of times it's just like gifting and things like that. But I'm excited because I get to make 2 new stitches that I haven't done. So I guess I'm gonna pull up my Notion template that I have for this video, and I think I'm just gonna kind of plan it in there because I think that'll just be easier. I'm just gonna put it all in here and like write out all the orders that I have to do, and I think that would just like be easier. So I'm trying to figure out like who's to make first too, because it's hard because like these are baby blankets. 2 of the babies aren't due until a couple months, and then I know one of the babies was already due. They might have already been born, so I'm trying to figure out like if I put it in order of who requested, that would be like who's due last. So I think I'm gonna do it in order of when the babies are due and just try to get them like all done before they need them, since none of them really requested a certain time. But my one that I actually received last is the one I think I'm gonna make first because one of the babies might have already been born. So I just talked to that person yesterday and asked them, because they hadn't sent me what pattern they wanted yet. They sent me it yesterday. There's 2 separate people that they're giving the blanket I'm making to as a gift. 2 of her friends, both having girls. My cat is under the comforter. I couldn't make the bed fully because she was under the comforter. There's a pile of pillows over here because I didn't want to smush her under them, but she's finally decided to come out from the comforter. That was funny that I just caught that on camera. She's such a weirdo. She likes to go in small spaces. Anyways, that just distracted me so much. Let's kind of plan out on my computer here. I'm gonna write out what all we need to make. I think that will be helpful. Maybe I should screen record for you guys. Is that maybe helpful? I'm gonna type out what I need to make here. So I need to make 2 baby blankets, and I'm gonna look what the pattern is called and I'll just write it out that way. So this is a crochet mixed stripe flower blanket. So mixed striped flower blanket. I have to make 2 of these, and the materials, let's see, there's a pattern, and the pattern is by Daisy Farm Crafts, and it's free, so that's helpful, and there's a video, so cool. Material, she wants the color scheme. I'm gonna insert the picture that she sent me. She wants this color scheme, and I think it's one of the pictures that they have in the pattern too. This is the color scheme that she wants, so I'm gonna try to do that those same exact colors. I pulled up the pattern on my phone earlier, so let me see if I can find it again. This is the thing, is I don't know how much yarn I'm actually gonna need. It says, I'm just gonna put the colors. We need, put yarn, Burnett, Softy, cotton. Sometimes it's called that and sometimes it's called Burnett. Oops. Softy, baby cotton. I think either are fine. And we need, these are all the colors we need. Pale periwinkle, 1 or 2 skeins of each, so I don't know what that means. Petal, 1 or 2 skeins. Fuchsia, or 2 skeins. And then clear white, 2 or 3 skeins. I wonder what determines that. I guess how much blocking you have of it or whatever, because you can make different like amount of rows or whatever. 4mm hook. Okay, it's 36 by 39 inches. There's a video tutorial. It's just supposed to be random, I guess. Okay, so I'm thinking maybe ordering like 2 of each of the ones that say 1 or 2, and then 3 of the clear white ones, and then I'll kind of see how much it actually takes for one, and then I'll order more for the second one. Does that make sense? Like, I'm just gonna order this stuff for the first blanket first, I think. Pretty sure that's my plan. So that is for 2 of the blankets. This is 1 order for 2 blankets. My cat wants my attention right now. She's purring in my face. Okay, the next order is for a blanket that is the exact one that I made for my cousin. A family member asked me to make one for her daughter. So I have to make that exact one. So I'm gonna look up the Pinterest thing to see what that one was called. And that one, I know like how much yarn I need for it, I think, and the type of yarn, because they want the same color too. I have to look to see how much I had left over, because I had a little bit left in one of the skeins, but I'll probably have to order, I'm thinking like 3, if not 4 skeins. Let me see what that one was called. Berry Blossom Baby Blanket. Berry... Fifi, can you please go away? Blossom Baby Blanket. And then the third order has 2 items in it. So that is going to be a shell stitch baby blanket. I'm just gonna see if I can tab all these over. Order number 2. Fifi. She's driving me nuts. Order number 3. I'm doing this just because this one has 2 separate things in it. Cow pattern car seat cover. I think she sent me what she wants to, so let me look for her messages real quick. Shell stitch baby blanket. This is also a free pattern. Pattern is by the Stitchin' Mommy. So that one, I'm not sure what yarn they want yet, or what colors they want yet, so I need to look into that. But it looks like they're recommending Lion Brand Cotton Ease, a 6mm hook. It's kind of big, 35 by 35. Okay, and then for these are, so there's 5 items total that I have to make. 3 orders, 5 items. I'm gonna keep working through this a little bit, and then I'll check back in once I get it figured out. Okay, I'm checking in because this is taking forever. I wish I knew what time I last stopped talking to you guys. It's now 3:35. This is taking so long. Why is yarn so expensive? I miss Joann's. I miss Joann's because I used to buy like certain yarns from there, and I swear they were not this expensive. Like, this is crazy. I'm actually shopping on officesupply.com. Like, I'm looking on there to see if I can find anything, but the one pattern that I was gonna use, like, it has a yarn suggestion that is discontinued, and I don't really like the other yarn suggestion, and I found one alternative. But please tell me why it's so expensive. I'm looking at Michael's right now for it, and it's so expensive. I'm gonna look to see if they have it anywhere else, but like, holy crap, is it expensive. $8.99 for a skein, and I need, I think, 3 skeins of each color. 3 colors. So that's a lot. I don't even want to do that math. It's crazy. But yeah, I think I figured out the color. I made 2 color palettes because she told me she wanted sage, but then didn't tell me exactly what else she wanted. And I came up with 2 color palettes, one that's more like earthy tones and one that's more cool tones. Asked her what she wanted. She was thinking earthy. I sent her a picture of both of them, so I'll just show you guys. Like, I just made this little thing to send her. So here's more the earthy tone one, and then this is more the cool tone one. With, they both have sage in them, because she thought maybe she thought maybe she wanted blue, but that kind of made it more cool toned. And I thought she was going for more of this, but I wasn't sure. And I really like those colors. So that's what I'm gonna end up ordering. So I don't know if we need 3 or 4 of each skein. Now I'm forgetting. But I need to look at the pattern one more time. And then for the other blankets, I already figured out how many of each I'm gonna buy. So I'll show you that in a second. I just wanted to update you because I was like, what the heck? I think I need to get 4 skeins of each because we need a certain amount of each, and it's 3 skeins isn't enough. So we're going to be ordering from 2 different places so far, I think. Okay, so I have all the materials in the cart except for the one for the cow car seat cover. So let me see. They don't have it at Office Supply. Let me see if they have it at Michael's. I guess I don't have to get Premier yarn. It just has to be any DK weight. But I don't know. Do they sell Premier yarn at Michael's? They might. Let's see. I need Premier, Basics, DK. Maybe they do. It's online only. Let's see, $12? Is that for 1 skein? That's crazy. That's absolutely insane. I'm not paying $12 for a skein. My timer keeps going off for my laundry. I keep restarting it. I'm gonna set one for 15 minutes. Okay, let me text her and see what color she wants, because I don't know if she wants like a dark brown and white or if she wants a black and white. Let's take a look at just DK weight yarn in general at Michael's and see what they have. And these are not DK weight yarns. DK weight is just 3, right? Yeah. I just need to find a DK weight black and white. Okay, I'm gonna have to get 2 of these, I think. I think this will work. Let's add this to the cart. Let me just make sure there's not anything cheaper. DK weight. They do have a DK weight one on here, but the thing is, when I order from Office Supply, I'm not gonna get those until later. I feel like they're gonna take longer to come in, so I think I might just order from the Michael's website and then I'll get them faster. Okay, this needs to go away. We're about to order a lot of yarn. This is crazy. It's kind of stressing me out. I'm gonna make an account with Michael's because I don't know if I have one. I'm gonna see. I know I don't have an Office Supply one. I have 18 things in my cart at Office Supply, and I have 16 things in my cart at Michael's. You can get $15 off your order if you spend more than $125, and I have $112 in my cart. We could add more yarn in here and get it for free, kind of. Girl math. Anyways, but this says save $15 on your order today. Will I get that, or is it only if, let's see, sign up for emails and get exclusive deals delivered? Okay, I'll sign up for emails. Does that mean I would get a 15 one no matter what? They're gonna send me the coupon, hopefully. I love signing up for an account and getting a coupon. That's my favorite. I'm gonna give it a second and hopefully I get a email from them, hopefully. But let's go to Michael's in the meantime and see if I have an account. Try to create an account, see if I already have one. I already have one. Okay, let's sign in. I'm not a Michael's Rewards member. Well, I better become one, so let's sign up. Ooh, are they gonna give me a birthday coupon? Well, the yarn's ordered, but I just dropped over $200 on yarn. Yarn is expensive, but I think I ordered all the yarn that I need for all 3 of these orders. So hopefully I have enough yarn, and I might start using Office Supply to order stuff because some of the prices on here are better than like other ones. But I ended up ordering from Office Supply and Michael's, so I'm pretty sure the Michael's stuff is going to be here next week, and then the Office Supply stuff isn't supposed to be here till the week after that. So unfortunately, the Office Supply is where I ordered the stuff I wanted to start, like that blanket first, but I don't know if I'll end up doing that. I might end up doing the other one if the yarn comes first. We'll see. Maybe I'll start one and then stop one and then start another one. But that is kind of the beginning process of getting ready for these orders. We kind of, planned everything out. The only thing I need to do is I need to figure out how much the price of the material was for all of these, just so I have it in here. And then I'm going to try to track how long they take me to, just to kind of take that into consideration a little bit. Try not to sit on my cat's tail. My cat's right there. She stole my spot. Okay, my phone is literally about to die, but I need to use my calculator real quick. I'm going to figure out material costs for these things here, and then I'll screen record maybe to show you. Bro, it's so expensive. Why is it so expensive? It's crazy how expensive it is. Because I had to get four of each, right? So that'd be 16. No, 12, right? Because there's 3 colors. 12 skeins of yarn. It was $84. That's crazy. Yeah, I think it was like $84 for the freaking yarn just for that blanket. That is insane. That is, oh gosh. Okay, $84. That seems so crazy. And then it was like $20 for the other ones. Yeah, 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, let me screen record real quick. This is what we have going on. So this one is pretty well organized. I think I spelled fuchsia wrong. Is that how you spell fuchsia? I think it's, I think I'm dumb maybe. Is it like that? I think it's like that. Okay. Anyways, we got double of all of this because we're making 2 blankets. I just ended up ordering it all because I realized I had to order it basically, and it takes like 2 weeks to come in, or like a week and a half. So I'm just ordering it all. If I have extra, I have extra. Hopefully I don't have not enough. I should be okay because this blanket is the one that has like different stripes, and you have like different thicknesses of each, so you can kind of pick how much of each color you use. So worst comes to worst, if I was running out of a color, I can make the stripes like less with that color and it should be fine. Material cost for this whole order is $93.45 for 2 blankets. That is kind of hefty, honestly. Yeah, I was not expecting that. And then this order number 2, the material costs were $32.16. And I already know this blanket takes a while. Without counting my mistakes that I made, the last time I made this blanket, it took me 24 hours total. So 24 hours of labor. So that is tough. This is the one that I'm making kind of more as like a gift. I'm not getting paid for the labor, just for the material costs. So I'm hoping it doesn't take me 24 hours because that is a lot of time that I could be making other things. And then order number 3 is the shell stitch blanket and the cow pattern car seat cover. I have not bought the cow pattern car seat, the pattern for the car seat cover. Jeez. That is hard to say. I have not bought it yet, but it's $5 on Etsy. But I went to like her website and she told you what kind of yarn and the dimensions and the hook and everything. So I just filled all that out. I'll buy the pattern whenever I go to make it, but I don't need to buy it the second. The pattern seems like it has good reviews, so I'm excited about that. It's gonna be different because I don't usually do like grid work. It says it's a corner to corner. I've heard that term, but I honestly don't know what that means exactly. So it's gonna be a little bit of a interesting one. Gonna have to learn a little bit for that one. The shell stitch pattern and the the shell stitch and the flower blanket, I was considering practicing the stitch a little bit with some yarn that I already have while like waiting in the meantime for the yarn to come in, just so I kind of get the hang of it, because I feel like that's the hardest part, is like getting the hang of a new stitch and everything. So considering doing that, I'm using the Stitchin' Mommy's free pattern for the shell stitch baby blanket. They use acrylic yarn. The yarn I got was kind of expensive, but it's nice quality yarn, and for the yarn that they recommended, it was kind of like one of the close comparisons, so I just went with that one. But material costs $84. That's really expensive for a blanket. I don't know why it's so expensive. I'm hoping it doesn't actually end up using all the yarn, and then maybe I'll recalculate the cost for how much yarn I actually use. And then luckily the car seat cover is only $20 in material cost, which is pretty good, so that's not bad at all. And I honestly don't think I'll even use all of it. I ended up getting Silky Soft by Loops and Threads, and I did not get Cocoa. I ended up messaging her, and she said she wanted black, not brown, so I got the black and the white colors that they had. So it was like $20 in material costs for those, because I ended up getting like the Michaels brand yarn or whatever. But it's like the rayon, so I don't know. It's not, I think it's going to be fine. It's not a cotton, but it's not an acrylic. It's rayon, I think. Is that, did I already say that? I think that's what it is. Yeah, hopefully it's fine. But we have all of these planned out, and I really can't, like I said, I really can't start making them right now because I don't have the yarn, but I can practice like the stitches a little bit, which I might take some time to do that while I'm waiting for the yarn to come in. I just don't think I'm going to do that today. It's 4:28 now. I'm gonna stop working on these orders. I feel a lot better that I have some organization, and like I said, I'd really like to do them like in this order, like order 1, then order 2, then order 3, but I'm gonna check in the next time that I'm working on these orders and let you know how they're going. The next thing you'll probably see is either me practicing the stitches or my haul when I get some yarn in the mail. So stay tuned. Well, it won't be very long for you. It'll just be like a second because I'll edit it to the next clip. Anyways, I'm gonna go. I have some exciting news. This actually came a couple days ago, but I just haven't had time to open it. We got our first box for the order, or for the yarn that I ordered. Sorry, it's been a long week. So I'm gonna cut this open or rip this open or whatever. We're gonna go through this. This is the yarn for order number 3. I believe it's all the yarn for that. For my other 2 orders, I'm still waiting on it, but I did get notified that I think it's shipped, or like either shipped or was at least like put together. So steps in the right direction. Okay, so this is a bunch of cotton yarn and then rayon bamboo yarn. These colors are gonna look so good. I got 4 of each color for the baby blanket. I don't know if we'll end up needing it all, but it told me to get like 3.5 of each. So we have 4 of this brown color. This is the Made with Love Lion Brand yarn. Fifi, get away. It's soft. Get away. Get away. It's soft. This is the Hot Cocoa. And then we have this green color, which she's driving me nuts. I have 4 of these. I'm sorry, I'm not gonna be able to show them all to you because she's driving me nuts, but 4 of this one here, which is in the color Sage. And then I also got 4 of this one here, which this is in the color Mushroom, or Marvelous Mushroom. So these are gonna look so good. I'm so excited. Look at these colors together. I love it. I love it so much. I'm so excited. And then the other stuff we got, that's for the baby blanket. And then these are for the car seat cover. These are the yarns I got for the car seat cover. We got 2 of each color. Hopefully this is enough. This is Silky Soft Rayon from Bamboo by Loops and Threads. And I got it in the colors, what are these colors called? This white one is called Snow. This one's called Snow. And then the black one is called Jet. Sorry, the colors names are in a weird spot. But that's all of this yarn that I got. Like I said before, I probably won't start this one first, unless it starts to take forever to get the other ones. But I probably will wait to start this one. I'm going to go put this over there and put something on top of it so my cat can't get in it. And then I we'll check in the next time I either get my other order or if I start to practice the one stitch, because I was thinking about starting to practice the stitch for order number 1 to kind of get the hang of it before I get my yarn, so that it's like easier, you know, and I have the stitch down a little bit. But yeah, that's the check-in I had for you guys. I'll see you the next time I have another update. Checking in on this video again today because I have all my yarn. I got my other order, so I'm about to show you. I haven't started anything. This came yesterday, I think, and I haven't started anything yet. My cat is being very annoying right now, but I'm gonna show you what's in this box. And my cat is driving me nuts. So, the first thing on top we have here is the Brunette Softy Baby Cotton. And this is in the color Soft Plum. This is for the one blanket that I'm making that I've made before in the exact color. Last time I used like 3 and then into a 4th skein. So I have a partial skein left. So I'm gonna try to make it work with just 3 in that partial skein. Hopefully that works. And then we have 2 other baby blankets. So this one has 4 colors in it. They're gonna be the same baby blanket. Probably not the exact same because the color pattern might be different on each, but I have 6 white cotton skeins here. This is the Burnett Softy Cotton, and I think the color is just white, isn't it? No, it's called clear white. So I have 6 of these, so I should have plenty of these, hopefully. If not, I'll have to get more, but that's what we have right now. And then I have 3, actually no, just kidding, 4, because I really like this color. 4 of this pale periwinkle color. So I'm thinking like each blanket will probably use about 2, we'll see. Like I said, the colorways might be a little different. And then we have 3 of this color here. This is the petal color. And then we have 2 of this color, which is called, this is fuchsia. I think this is my whole order. I really can't remember, if I'm being honest. I'll have to look. But this is plenty to get started, that's for sure. So that's exciting. I'm gonna probably get started sooner than later. I'm hoping this weekend. It's Saturday right now in the middle of the day, and I have plans today, and I saw my sister's play today. So I'm hoping to get started like this weekend. But I also got myself some other yarn that I just wanted to get, but it's also like, I in my head say it's for like my Etsy shop, because these are for the Mobius fidgets, but I got some Red Heart Super Saver in some fun colors. These are smaller than the ones I've gotten from Walmart, but I just liked the colors and wanted to try them. So there's this one that's bonbon print, and it's just kind of fun. It's got like blue, purple, red, or not, is it red? Maybe pink. I don't know, fun colors. And then there's this one that's kind of like a bunch of colors, kind of more like neon rainbow looking. And this one is called Retro Stripe. And then we have this one, which I think is called Monet, which reminds me a lot of, it's like the color work is very similar to the yarn I used, not from the same company. It was a different company, I think, but the yarn I used to make my sister her shrug, which was like the first ever piece of clothing that I made, that like wasn't very good and was really stretched out because it's acrylic yarn. But anyways, it was an experience and a learning experience when I made that. But that was like way back when I first started making videos on this channel. So if you saw that, then you're like a what do you call that? An OG. That's the word I'm looking for. You're an OG subscriber then. But I'm gonna put all this yarn back in here and put something on top of it so that my cat doesn't get into it, because she will try to get into it if I don't. And I don't even know how they fit this all in here. It's like they shoved it in here. It's kind of crazy. I'm excited to get these blankets started. Hopefully tomorrow, or maybe tonight. We'll see. Get out of here, kitty.
I feel like let's use this skill that we have to go there. If anything, it's you working hard because you freaking.
Okay, I'm practicing this stitch right now. This is what it looks like. And I don't like how loose these are. I sized up my hook for the chain. I think I'm gonna size it back down. Either that or I need to use tighter tension, I don't know. But she has holes in hers too, I don't know. I don't love that. Anyways, I don't have my microphone on right now, but I've been practicing with this just random Burnett cotton yarn here. But the stitch isn't too bad. Oh, sorry, Fifi. I was sitting on her tail. The stitch is not too bad to do, so I'm going to wrap this up here. The next time I do it, I think I'm gonna actually use the right yarn. I'm finally starting this blanket for real now, instead of just practicing it. I'm gonna start it for real. I'm gonna do it with the hook size that it recommends for my chains as well, which is a 4mm. And hopefully the holes aren't too big, but we are going to open up. We're starting with the color Petal first. So I'm gonna just get going with it. Hopefully, we'll see how far I get. It's 7:46 right now. So I have to, it's a work night, so I have to work tomorrow. So I want to try to get a little bit done at least. Maybe a good like hour. We'll see. I just finished the first row. It turns out I messed up the stitch. I have to undo the whole thing. But I was working on the row. It was literally like, what, an hour and a half? It's 9 o'clock. I'm not undoing this right now. I will undo it tomorrow, but I have to redo the whole row. This is why I wanted to practice the stitch first, and I barely practiced it. The first row always takes the longest. Anyways, I'll check in the next time I work on this. I'm checking in on this because last I checked in, I need to frog this whole thing. So I'm gonna frog it. I'm just trying to decide if I want to redo the chain a little bit looser or not. So I'm just gonna measure this really quick and see how long it is before I take it out. It's only 32 inches and I think it's supposed to be 34. So I might just redo the whole thing. No, it's supposed to be 35. Okay, I'm gonna take it out and redo the chain with a bigger hook and then restart this whole thing. I probably won't get the whole thing done in this sitting, but like the whole row, because I need to make breakfast in a little bit, so we'll just see what I get done. But I'm gonna take this out. Frogging it. It's very satisfying, but very sad. And now we're left with pink ramen noodles. Okay. I'm going to use a 4.5 millimeter hook. And we're going to chain 136 and work through the first row, and I will check in once I have the first row done, hopefully. I feel like it's been a little bit since I've checked in with you guys. It is currently May 25th. Tomorrow is Memorial Day and I have off tomorrow. So hopefully I get some crocheting done. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a struggle trying to get these done because it's just hard to find time with working a full-time job that I tend to also take work home with and things like that. So I want to update you on where I am in the blanket. I was working on it yesterday. I had a couple places I had to go yesterday and I brought yarn with me. So I want to show you where I'm at, and I also need to measure to see how long we're at right now. But this is the current progress. I'm trying to show you without showing my stomach because my hoodie is cropped, but we have this. It's pretty wide, honestly, but I'm liking how it's looking. I have all these ends to weave in, but that's okay. It's looking good. And I'm currently on this purple color. I ordered more yarn because I don't think I'm gonna have enough, if I'm being honest. I need to pack more yarn because I think I'm gonna bring this with me today. Right now I have this much of the purple, so that will probably be good for a little bit. White is getting very thin. Let's see, this pink color is getting pretty thin, and then the fuchsia pink color is getting thin as well. So I'll be packing more yarn with me, but let's go ahead and measure this real quick. I haven't decided if this video is going to be like multiple part. I think it might have to be, because at this rate, when did I even start this? I feel like I've been working on this for a month and it's going to take forever. I don't know, like I got a lot of these orders around Easter and now it's Memorial Day. So Easter was 5 weeks ago. That's crazy. Oh my gosh. That stresses me out to think about. I'm gonna measure the width and the length of this really quick. It feels so wide, but I guess it's really not. I forget which is supposed to be which. The width is 33 inches. I think it's supposed to be 34 by 30, is it 37 or 38? And right now we're at 17 and a half. So, holy crap. We aren't even halfway done. We're not even halfway done. That's crazy. That is absolutely crazy. Yeah, this blanket is a lot bigger than the other one that I made, but I think I'm going to update the person that I'm making these for, or like they're not for her or her child, they're like for friends, but she's ordering them for me. So I'm just gonna text her and update her so that she knows like, hey, I am working on it, but it is taking longer than I thought. So if I'm about halfway done, and it's probably gonna be honestly like 30 hours of work. I think I'm like, when do I spend my time crocheting, or do I spend my time planning out how much I'm gonna get done? Like, how many rows even is this? Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 28, 29, 30, 31. I think I'm on the 31st row right now. It's supposed to be how many inches long? Hang on, let me check the pattern. Okay, so basically it says like 36 by 39, but so the you just want to go to the length as at least as much as the width. My width is, what was it, 34 or 32? 34. So I need the length to be at least 34, and anywhere up to like 30, probably 38 or 37, because the border is going to add like maybe an inch on each side. I don't know. Once I get like this whole rectangle done, then I'm going to have to count how many chains I have on the bottom so that I can make the other one like probably like the same, hopefully. I just sketched out a little bit of a plan. So the current plan is, hopefully I can stick to it. So starting today, I'm going to try to get 10 rows done today and 10 rows done tomorrow, since today I have that picnic, but I hopefully can make it work. Tomorrow I have off. I need to get 10 rows done. And then my days that I work 10 hours, I'm going to try to get 3 rows done. So 3 rows done on Tuesday, and then Wednesday, my schedule's all switched around this week because of the holiday. So that's the day that I only work 5 hours. So I'm going to try to get 6 rows done that day, 3 Thursday, 3 Friday, and then weave in my ends, and then I should be done and just ready to finish weaving my ends and do the border Saturday, and then last minute touches Sunday. So hopefully the blanket is done by the end of this month or June 1st, and then I'm gonna wait till I finish that one to plan my next one. But I'm gonna actually try to plan it out and make myself have like a deadline of when it needs done and things, so hopefully that keeps me like on track and helps me like get it done faster. That is the hope with it, but we'll see what ends up happening. But I need to go check on laundry, and then I think I can actually sit down and like focus on crocheting for a little bit, hopefully. Hello, it's currently the last day of May and I was hoping to be finishing this blanket today. I don't know if that's gonna happen. I set goals of like how much I wanted to do each day and I did not succeed in meeting that goal every day. But I was tracking it in my phone. My phone's currently about to die. So I'm gonna grab it off the charger and like tally off what I finished in my notebook and then see how much catch up we can play tonight. It is 6:29. I plan on crocheting the rest of the night basically, or until my hands start to hurt. So I like set goals for how many rows to get a day. So we're gonna cross off like how many of each we got and then we're gonna just keep tallying them until we are done. I was supposed to be done with my rows yesterday and weaving in the ends starting yesterday, finishing the blanket basically like today and tomorrow. Let me pull this up. Let's see. Monday we got 4 rows done of the 10 we were supposed to get done. Tuesday we only got 1 row of the 3. It was a rough week of work, so give me a little break. Wednesday we got all 6 of 6 rows done, and Thursday we got 1 of 3. Friday we got none, and Saturday, which is today, we've done 2, and today we didn't even have any on the list. So let's put those 2 on Monday. So that gives us 6 on Monday. We need to get 4 more to catch up on Mondays. Let's get to work here. Every time we get down a row, we're just gonna cross it off on here, and I think we'll just cross it off on there, and then I think I'm just going to be watching some crochet YouTube, and yeah, that's the plan. I got another order for, not a blanket, thank goodness, but for a fidget. I got an order for a fidget that I need to do. I'm debating on doing that before I finish some of the blankets just because it's a quick one, as like a little break between blankets, so I probably will end up doing that. But this is the blanket right now. I should honestly measure it. Maybe we'll measure after I finish this row to see how long it is. But according to my thing here, I still have, let's see, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 more rows, I think. I'm gonna have to get her out of here. You cannot be here. You can't be on my blanket. Absolutely not. Okay, I have a dilemma. I didn't realize how close I was to the end, and like I need to get to finishing because we're already at like 34 inches. I don't know why I didn't just measure it before I finished that row. I don't know what I was thinking, but we're like at 34 inches and it says to go to 35 or desired length. It can be up to like 37 is kind of like what they recommended. So basically I'm at the point where I'm like, I need to be finishing this, and I'm just in the pink color, and I was thinking like, since pink's the first, I want to do like all 4 colors, like, and just go in that order. And now I don't know what to do because like if I had this many pink and then I don't know, I'm thinking about taking out this row basically is what I'm getting to. I'm thinking about taking out this row, so there's just 2 pink, and then I was gonna do 1 of the fuchsia, this dark pink, and then maybe 1 of the white, and then do a couple of the purple. I was hoping to get another thick square of the purple in, but I don't think that's gonna happen. So I don't know. I think because it's not quite a square right now, it's a little bit, it's either just a little bit longer than it is wide or the exact same. Actually, it might be a square. But I'm going to take out this row and I'm going to change colors to the fuchsia, and this is my last like couple rows here, but I'm kind of upset that I'm taking this whole row out, but it's fine. You need to stay away. I can't have your hair on this. Okay, let's see if I can save this here and get my hook on. I saved that. I'm just gonna wrap this around here, I guess. Just hope that my hook doesn't fall off here. What is happening? Okay. So this is just gonna have to go. This is just gonna have to go around here. No, Fifi, back away. Let me grab the fuchsia. I'm excited to be done with the rows, but I'm not looking forward to the next part, which is weaving in all these ends before I can put the border on. It's gonna take me so long. I've been doing like 2 knots on these, 2 or 3 knots for each of these, because I want there to be like a knot that secures it before I do the weaving in part, just because I want it to be like really secure since it's a baby blanket, so it's probably going to get washed a lot. Who knew I was going to make 1 baby blanket and end up with making so many freaking baby blankets? Kudos to people who only make baby blankets, because as cool it is to see the progress, it's like it takes so long that it takes longer to get that like satisfaction of finishing a project. I guess I'm just gonna time lapse again here and see how far we can get. We're gonna do a row of this and then a row of white. I'm like falling asleep, but it's 9:34 and apparently I was way off on how many rows I had left. But I'm done with all the rows. I have to weave in the ends next. That's the part that is like stopping me from wanting to continue. So here's the blanket so far. Yeah, but I don't know how this part is supposed to go. Like, I don't know if I'm supposed to change the color before I start the border and then go around. But I'm a little confused because you're supposed to put 3 stitches in every corner. And I didn't know how I would do that. So I think maybe I do like, if I do join the color in here, I just start this way. And then once I get back here, make sure to put 3 stitches in the corner. I think that's what I might do. But first we gotta take care of all of these ends. So I have quite a few ends to deal with here. We have all of these. Everywhere where we have a color change, there is ends to be woven in. So that is what I will be dealing with next. My goal is to get this done tomorrow, but depending on how long it takes me to weave in the ends, I don't think that's gonna happen. So my new goal is to try to just get most of the ends woven in tomorrow. Tomorrow I'm gonna text the person who ordered this and let her know that I have all the rows done and that I even woven in the ends or working on weaving in the ends, and that I just have the border left. So see if she wants me to give her this one first and then like give her the other one after I finish it, or what she wants me to do, like if she wants both at the same time or just wants this one first. We'll see. So this is my skein of white yarn that I have. I have more of the white yarn, but I'm thinking about grabbing a brand new one because I don't know if this is enough to get through the whole border, and I don't want to have to like add on another. So I think I'm going to just start the other one, like start the other new skein. I'm gonna see how much yarn it uses. I'm gonna like weigh the skein before and after to see, so that way I know for the second blanket how much yarn you need for the border. Also for this second blanket, I'm gonna try to actually film like some short form content, maybe some TikToks, because I did not do that for this one. So I have a couple ideas of what I want to do. Like I want to do the thing where you like show your yarn before, but I need to use like my fresh skeins and not these ones that are all flat. But I'm gonna show my yarn before and then like show the product after. I also want to do I like the one trend for blankets where you like roll up the blanket. Please tell me you know what I'm talking about. But you like roll up the blanket and then you like hold it up and then you like do that thing, you know? Yeah, so I'm brainstorming some ideas of what I want to film for that, to have some fun with it. I'm like the worst at like thinking about making those things like while I'm doing it, so I'm trying to get better at that. Anyways, I don't have the motivation to weave in these ends right now, but I'm gonna make myself at least start it tomorrow. So hold me to that. You better see me tomorrow working on weaving in these ends. And like I said, I tied a lot of them, so I'm trying to figure out the best way of how I want to weave them in. I'd like to weave them into the right colors, so like put the white into this one and the purple into that one, you know, like that. So we're gonna figure it out. I need to be done with this for the night. I'm just happy that it's like done. I was getting a little nervous at the end because I didn't realize how close I was. And I think this ended up being 37 inches long. So I can't believe I have to make a whole nother one of these still. Oh my goodness, that's crazy. But look at how pretty these colors are. Like, this is so pretty. I'm excited to see how it looks when it has like the border and everything. And I will say, like, my tension is a lot better on this one, I feel like, than the last blanket I made, like for my cousin. I'm excited to see how I do when I make like the second version of that blanket too, because I'm making like another one. So I bet you it has improved a lot. Like, this tension seems pretty even and everything. I'm just really excited. Anyways, I'm going to bed for the night. I have other stuff I have to do tomorrow too, so it's not like I can just sit here and work on this. It's so upsetting. I wish I could. I wish I could just sit and finish it, but I have responsibilities, so. Also, this blanket is way bigger than I thought it was gonna be. Like, holy heck. But I'm getting so excited. We're getting close to the end. Okay. I'll see you tomorrow. I'm not putting my microphone on because I'm just doing this quickly, but I just weaved in ends for a whole hour. I got 12 ends done, and I just did the math by counting all the rest of the ends I have left. This is as far as I got on this side. I still have this whole part of the blanket and then the whole other side to weave in. It's gonna take me 3 more hours because that was only 1/4 of the ends. 4 hours of weaving in ends is crazy, but we got 12 ends weaved in. When I make this second blanket, I might experiment with making like thicker stripes. I don't know. I think I did do that at the beginning, and then I started to make them smaller at the end. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what I end up doing. Just like random amounts, making them. I'm gonna take a break because I got other things to do, but hopefully I can at least get the ends mostly weaved in today. We'll see. Long time no see. Not really, actually. I don't know when is the last time I checked in, but it's currently June 14th. Of course, my cat just woke up from her nap. I have some exciting news. I could have showed you yesterday, but I didn't feel like getting on the camera. But I'm done with the blanket, the first blanket. Please go away. It's probably not all gonna fit in the frame, but it's done. I kind of steamed the border a little bit to make it lay more flat, but it is completely done. This is what the border looks like. Let me show you. Wait, hang on. It's really pretty. I'm pretty happy with it. I don't have many complaints about it, not being too critical about it. It's big too. That's the other thing, is like it's bigger than I thought it would be. But yeah, this definitely took way longer than I thought it would take. I even was like, oh, it's gonna probably end up taking like 30 hours. I did 4 hours weaving in ends, and the border took me a while too. I was shocked by how much yarn the border used too, but it's done, and that's all that matters. But I feel like it took me like closer to probably like 40 hours or more. I don't know. I wasn't even tracking it. I might try to track it better on the second blanket, but holy crap that I spent a lot of time on this blanket. I gotta give you a full visual of it here. So she's probably gonna sit in my spot. I think she just likes the warm spot. Maybe she always, whenever I move from my spot, she always lays in it. Okay, I'm gonna try to do that like thing where you know, it's not working so far. The camera is so crooked. Okay, if I get on the bed, maybe it'll work. If I'm like this, maybe. Ready, set, go. It's longer than the frame, but you get the idea. Isn't it big? It's more like toddler size. Anyways, it's done. The next one I have to make, I'm probably not going to make it the exact same size. I have to measure this one actually, because I think I might have made it a little bit bigger than it was supposed to be, but that's okay. Again, I'm just happy that it's done, and it's ended up looking so pretty. Like, look how pretty it is. It's very pretty. So the plan right now is I'm probably gonna end up giving this one to her like soon, so she can gift it to whoever she was buying it for. And then I'm gonna start on the next one. I'm gonna try to not take as long as I did for the last one. I'm gonna like be a little bit more disciplined, make myself like do more crocheting. The issue is I've just been so exhausted with work and my job and everything. I've just been very tired. So it's been hard to like have any energy to do anything. And, you know, I have other responsibilities too, but I'm really gonna try. And right now it's Saturday, like in the middle of the day, so I'm gonna try to get some of it done this weekend too. And I kind of talked about in my last video, my little crocheting chat, I think that was last video, I talked about how I'm gonna like try to like bring more crochet with me places. So that's something I'll be trying to actually like start to implement, so I can like have some progress made while I'm doing that. Anyways, okay, so I'm done with this blanket. I'm gonna try to make maybe a couple TikToks with it, some TikToks or short form content for like YouTube and stuff. And I'm gonna try to track the hours better for my second one. I say that, but then I just like forget sometimes. But we'll see. I'll try to. Yeah, but this video I've been editing and working on it, and it's already like, why is she licking me? It's already like 50 minutes long, I think, or more, even after I edited it down. So I'm gonna do this in parts. So this will be part 1. I finished the first blanket. Hopefully in part 2 we get more than just one blanket done. That's like the goal, but I'm just gonna be doing this like kind of as a series until I get all the orders done. And hopefully I'm not doing it forever. I need to have them done like this month and next month. That's my goal. It's hard. It is really hard. And plus I want to make 4th of July shirt again this year and things like that. So if crocheting was the only thing that I did and it was my full-time job, then I'd be able to do it. But since I already work a full-time job that I put extra hours in outside of work, it's very difficult. But anyways, you guys don't want to hear me blab about that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video and watching like my whole process of kind of like planning, getting like the orders and ordering everything, unboxing everything, and finishing one of the orders, or not even one, but one of the items in an order, that whole process and everything. The rest of the video should be more just like me doing the projects. So if you didn't like that beginning part, I'm sorry, but I thought it'd be kind of interesting to see like the whole process of like planning, figuring out the yarns, prepping, because it's not just like, oh, crochet. There's more that goes into it than just that. So if you did enjoy this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up and comment down below any other ideas of videos that you want to see. My cat wants my attention apparently. You can see her little ear down there. But if you do decide to stick around and subscribe, then I will see you in my next video. Bye. What do you want? You want to be a part of the video? What do you want to say to them? Do you have something to say? Now she has nothing to say. When I gave you the spotlight, you have nothing to say? Nothing at all? Just purring? Okay. See you guys.